Hey everybody, welcome to the Laugh Lab podcast. My name is Dave Cobb. This is Jason Wobschall. And today on the show, we have the very funny Dylan Reimer.
Hello.
Welcome.
Good to be here. Thank you for having me, fellas.
That's your best intro yet.
Yeah.
You always say, "Oh, very special guest."
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
Nobody's special.
No one's special
So
somewhere.
this now.
But this guy. But we brought in Dylan today because it's time. We're having it. It's the Laugh Lab Comedy Jam.
That's right.
We're right in the middle of it. And last night, Dylan was on the stage at Dakota's, headlining the show.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's in our studio talking about it. How'd it go?
It was awful. Oh. I wouldn't recommend it. Don't go.
No.
You've been warned.
Yeah.
Surely I jest. It was fantastic. I had a great time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we had an awesome
So a
time.
little tight on time because for some reason I booked a flight that landed about 45 minutes before I had to be on stage.
Yeah.
But those nerves kind of worked in my favor. Good bunch of people. Had a that's actually probably my favorite show I've done. I've done Dakota's I don't know, 7-8 times.
Yeah, at least.
And like that's absolutely my favorite so far. So
It was a fun show. Everybody was good and with you.
Yep.
In the crowd.
It was a blast.
Your openers were all good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was good.
yeah, everybody. Everything is good.
Yeah.
Everything is good.
Yeah, because we had
In Kelowna.
we had a special host. We had Dale Ward. Have you seen Dale?
I have encountered Dale. I've encountered him
I've came across
in the forest at midnight.
Yeah.
Dale's terrific. So that was a pleasant surprise. So many. It was very nice to see my old friend Joey Camiso jump on the Late Show.
Well, he jumped on.
Brett Martin had a show. That was a lot of fun.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will be watching that
But
episode.
you-
I got to hear how Brett weighs in on that Late Show.
You had a bunch of new stuff too.
I try and mix. I write sometimes.
Yeah.
What are you suggesting, sir?
No, I hadn't seen most of it.
Yeah, it's because you don't pay attention.
Oh, okay.
That was old shit.
No, it
He's
wasn't.
got the canned
I-
laugh that he just
I
sits
don't.
there.
That's right.
Throws it out.
No, I bring my own canned laughter.
Yeah.
Open it up. Well, I had some new stuff. I was recently. I've been working on a couple of album recordings. I'm going to be doing. I'm November 15th. Hey, if you're watching this in the Vancouver area, November 15th, I'm having my 25th year anniversary at the China Cloud, and I am recording a new album, which is the Fringe show that I just did for the Edinburgh Fringe.
Yeah.
So I'm gearing up for that. So a lot of that material was what I was doing over in Scotland.
That's a good question. What's it like doing comedy at a Fringe festival?
It's it's like being a tightrope walker.
Do you know what that is?
I was gonna just say I don't even know what fringe.
Well, okay, so there's different kinds of festivals, and there's different kinds of fringe festivals.
Ours is a jam, apparently.
Yeah.
Yours is a jam,
Yeah.
although I've been calling it a festival.
I know.
It's a
everybody
jam
else did last night,
festival.
too.
Yeah.
That's okay.
And afterwards, you sample all the jams.
Well, I don't know what the exact definition of festival is, but some people get weird about it.
Dale kept saying players' chance last night too,
Yeah,
so I don't
yeah.
think it really matters
Yeah.
where
Right.
we're at. But
A festival, some people say a festival is multiple locations.
yeah.
Definition.
well, we're here.
It sounds to me like people who are insecure
Yeah.
get hung up over like what is a festival and blah blah blah. I'm sure legally for tax reasons there is some boring definition of festival.
it is-
I say if it's more than one day and you have multiple acts who ordinarily would not be here and they're having fun, then to me that is a festival.
Oh, that's good. But that was interesting though. Normally wouldn't be here.
Yeah, Kelowna?
No, but
I
because
normally would never be in Kelowna.
But I've done festivals with all my local guys.
Yeah.
And then somebody was like, "That's not a festival," but
So what's a fringe then?
well,
I mean, did anybody who you actually invited to the festival say it's not a festival?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, then
go on. No,
they
what's
might have a
What's
point.
a fringe?
A fringe festival. I can't really speak. I've only done a few of them, but the Edinburgh Fringe, and they're
That's one of the
it's
biggest.
the largest in the world, and then the Edmonton Fringe is a close second, and it's technically the Festival Fringe, but they call it the Fringe Festival. And so you have the Edinburgh Arts Festival, which is it's film and it's drama and it's literature and it's music, and they just have this enormous festival, and then all of the people who don't have like really good managers or they started their own Fringe Festival, which is an affordable
I didn't know
festival
We're a fringe festival.
Yeah, it's a festival that is on the fringe.
What's on the fringe of a fringe?
And so it's
What is it when we have 6 people watching and we have the guests?
oh, you have a fringe podcast. Yeah, for now.
But I do know a little bit about it. So you're basically given autonomy over your show.
Yes.
So you're in charge of your own show. There's not a booker or a promoter. You are the promoter.
100%. Yeah. Now I've done, most Canadian comedy festivals. And that's a different thing. That's usually you're only doing 10 minutes as part of a package show, like you fly out to Winnipeg or Newfoundland or wherever, and then there's like, and they advertise it like these 5 comedians doing 12 minutes each.
Yeah.
And that's great. Those are a lot of fun. But the fringe, at least the ones I've done, it's entirely me. So you're given a space and a time, and it's entirely up to you. And so they promote you and they put you in the program and on the website, but ultimately, whatever you want to do, you can do, and you can do it as long as you're out of there in an hour. Then anything goes, and you see some real fucking crazy shit, man.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about it.
You told me a little bit about this when I picked you up at the airport. You said that the visa thing doesn't apply.
Well, for Edinburgh anyway, and Brighton. I mean, again, I don't know about.
This is so interesting. So if you're a comic and you're listening, this is why I brought it up.
Listen up.
You don't need a visa to do it.
You do need, you need a visa.
Oh,
wait, hold on. I don't want anyone suddenly showing up. I don't want it. I don't want anyone showing up to like Edinburgh Airport without a passport, going like, but the Dylan Reimer, the world famous Dylan Reimer said I could. You still need a visitor visa, which if you're a Canadian citizen, you are automatically entitled to in the United Kingdom. But what you don't need, because I also work in the UK quite a bit, and I have to arrange an artist's permit, artist visa, which is good for like 4 months and costs hundreds of dollars, just so I can ply my trade in the UK and then in Europe and blah blah blah. But for the Fringe Festival, because I mean we're talking thousands of shows in a 3-week period in a city the size of Victoria, like it's nuts. They just if they ask, you just say I'm in the Fringe, and you have to prove. They give you a letter of invitation, like I am indeed one of the performers in the festival Fringe, and they just let you through. And then, you can do all kinds of things. Yeah, deal drugs, corrupt the children. Yeah.
They just
Antifa, all this Antifa shit. I am Antifa. That should get the likes.
Yeah.
This podcast just gets flagged every week.
Yeah. Oh, what?
We've talked about
I should tell you about the Hitler impersonator that I saw in Edinburgh.
No.
Oh my God. Well, I've been going to Edinburgh. I used to live there, and by the way, I absolutely recommend it. But if I were a young comedian watching this for whatever reason,
because it's good,
I would say go to Edinburgh. Don't just go to Edinburgh. Oh, well, it's obviously good. I'm on it.
We're getting there. Yeah, we're getting there.
I think you're going to get double the views.
We'll have 12 views this time.
I was 14.
Okay.
Shoot for the sky.
Wow.
This is what I recommend. Go there and just crash the shows, because everyone's always looking for like 10-minute spots. Because you're running.
Everyone's looking to fill 10 minutes.
Like I do a 1-hour show, and then I'll usually do maybe 2 or 3 little 5-minute, 10-minute guest spots. Yeah, people are looking to fill spots.
Wow.
You got these Australian showcases, you got Canadian showcases, you got, they have to fill 21 shows worth of comedians, and so you're doing them a favor by dropping it and doing 10 minutes, for a pint or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I did this like midnight show somewhere in Edinburgh. This is years ago, and the headliner was a guy called Frank Sinatra. And it is what it sounds like. It was a guy dressed as Hitler singing Frank Sinatra songs.
That's awesome.
It was Frank Sinatra and the Iraq Pack. And And I was opening for this, and I think I'm edgy, and then this guy and we're talking like classic Hitler, like not downfall Hitler. I mean like Hitler in his prime, and in full color. And it's a good thing that that guy was British, because just getting that costume on an airplane.
Yeah.
Anyway, but he gets up, he's like, Third Reich. I've been a painter, a poet, the Fuhrer, you know it, a clown and a king. And I'm like, fuck, he's really good. Like, this guy really, really sounds like Frank Sinatra. And then he had like Nancy Sinatra, and she had these boots are made for goose stepping. And then
You'd have to find
and they had a guy I think they had like Saddam Hussein on the keyboards. And I'm just like, what is this? And so then I was having a drink with Frank, and it's like, oh, well, it's really interesting. And he's like he's a Frank Sinatra impression. He plays parties and stuff. That he's an impressionist.
Yeah.
Impersonator, and we started talking. I'm like, I'm Canadian, and I started comedy in the '90s, and blah 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 blah. And I'm like 20 minutes in this conversation when it suddenly dawns on me. I'm like, wait, I'm talking to Hitler. Like, if my mom could just, if people walking by, it's just
pick
like
up women at the bar when you're sitting at
well, depends on.
Yeah, totally. It's kind of.
They want the mustache right or not.
The Ava Braun impersonator was really into him.
Was it a real mustache, or did he have a?
I think it was real. I didn't. It was not a Groucho Marx. No, it was the real deal.
Every guy shaved to that little.
Down to that little.
Whenever you do it at one time or another, you've done it. You've been like,
oh, extra creepy if you're a redhead. I've done it, and I'm just like, oh, it's even worse with a redheaded.
Give it to the Germans.
The kibosh, they call it. I think that's what.
And the gingers.
The little a ginger kibosh. There's a porn name. Yeah. So do it. I mean, I recommend it.
And where do you stay when you're there?
That's the expense. Yeah. So you have to probably start looking for accommodations 3-4 months in advance. As it happens, I have I'm lucky enough to have like my old roommates are there. I have friends there, so I can crash on couches a lot of the time.
Yeah.
It's not. You don't feel like a high roller when you're doing the Fringe. Like, it's very much like a grassroots kind of thing.
Yeah.
You're on the sidewalk, you're handing out the flyers, you're doing the show. But you are your own boss. Now, when you do other festivals, they fly you in and put you in a hotel. That's fun too.
Do you make any money doing it or no?
No.
But that's a common concept of the show.
They score you or something too, right?
If you can get there are Bill Hicks won the Perrier Prize. They have critics.
Yeah.
There's a really cool. If you're at all curious about British comedy, I recommend a website called chortle.co.uk, and you can read reviews of like every comedian in the over there, and around the world. And all the newspapers have their comedy reviewers who come around. But again, you are competing with thousands of other performers, so it's really hard to get a critic in there. But it's all how much hustle do you have, right? Yeah. And as for the money thing, that's not why I do it. First time I did it, I broke even. There's these packages you can take where it's just for $15,000 we'll take care of all this stuff for you. And I've never ever heard of a comedian. I know a few Toronto comics and some Vancouver comics who signed up with these agencies and then just basically lost.
You lost all their money.
But if you do what's called the free Fringe, where you get the free venue and all you have to do is advertise for a free Fringe on all of your correspondence and emails and posters and stuff like that, you can break even. The way I look at it is I spent a couple of $1,000 to have a really fun trip to Edinburgh and meet performers from around the world. It's like summer camp.
A lot of it's the hobby or the experience. We talk about that a lot on here.
And other people are going to the Fringe to do exactly the same thing, except they're not performing, they're watching.
Yeah.
And it would cost them thousands.
Oh my God, yeah. I don't know how anybody can afford to go see the Fringe. But they do. You meet people from all over the world, and they're just fans of comedy. And if you have an interesting enough hook for your show, you can get a lot lot of people in there.
So it's a little different than
it's like Frank Sinatra in the Iraq Pack.
Yeah.
And that's just one of every night there's stuff like that, and it's free. You know
What?
Well, if it's a free fringe show, you're not allowed to charge people.
Oh.
So, but what you can do is
How do you break
you
even?
pass the hat.
Oh, okay.
And get a card reader, by the way, because I lost my fucking shirt the first week I went over. I didn't realize that nobody had cash, and so I was doing like. I was playing a room about the size of this studio that we're in, and you know I get 30, 35 people in, and none of them have cash. They all like the show. They're like, I would have given you 20 quid. I'm like, great. Bye. Please tell people. Anyway, it's very different from Canadian comedy. It's very different from BC comedy. It's an entirely new experience, and I highly recommend it because you make friendships that last a lifetime. And actually, when I did the Brighton Fringe is when I got signed to my agency.
Ooh.
Whatever. My booking agency over
He's our
there.
first guest with a book.
But he does a lot of he does a lot of overseas stuff. It's not just the Fringe. Like you just did a big show in Croatia, right?
Yeah, well, I've been to Croatia. I've been to I think 12 countries.
Well, 25 years. Did you say 25
yeah,
years?
I've been
That's
doing
a
it
long
since,
time.
well, longer actually, because I started doing it in 1993 when I was in high school. But it wasn't until 1999, really, 2000, where you have the moment where you take it seriously, where it's like, okay, I'm not just going around to get drunk and tell jokes.
I started doing card shows in 92, and eBay came along in 97 and then started selling too. So it's like the same time frame.
Yep.
I wasted all my time making money and stuff. I could have been making people laugh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Damn.
I did the exact opposite.
Yeah.
I did not make any
But
money.
now you're both in the same
But now-
place.
And here we are
Come
on the
around.
same podcast.
Yeah,
You're
there
even.
we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do the Fringe one day.
There you go. That'd be fun.
Well,
I would like to go do something like that.
It is.
Awesome.
I mean, if you're looking, I mean, if I had not gone and done the Brighton Fringe in, I guess that would have been 2014. I would have been signed to the agency that I'm with, and I wouldn't have gone to Croatia and Romania and just all these wonderful places. That I
So
got
when
to
you
do
go
shows.
there, the shows are in English?
Yeah, they're usually for expatriates.
Yeah.
So not always.
Yeah.
Just get up for 45 minutes.
Sometimes half the audience doesn't speak English, and I'm like, "But why are you here?"
What do you do?
And then,
It's like the
I need a translator to ask them why they're here.
that's hilarious.
Well, no, I was where was I? Budapest. I did a show in Budapest just on a whim,
Yeah.
and not realizing that no, this is just primarily a Hungarian audience, and they don't really speak that much English, you know. But it was still fun.
But okay, so
I wasn't paid for that show. I just dropped in on that one.
But how do they relate? Like, what are their lives like? Very different from yours. Like when do you change all your jokes so that they'll get them, or what do you do?
One thing I used to worry about that a lot when I was starting out, first 10 years or so. I was like, I couldn't possibly go do a show. Even here in Canada, it was like, if I go to Cranbrook or whatever, I'm gonna have to totally change my act because there are a bunch of slack-jawed yokels out there, you know.
Hey, I'm from Cranston. I agree with that statement.
And I'm no fan of Cranbrook, but I quickly realized it's if it's funny, it's funny, and you just have to adapt how you deliver that funny, right?
Yeah.
And that includes people in Croatia, people in Romania, people in the Czech Republic, wherever you go, they can relate if you just find a clever way to make them relate.
Where was out of all those different countries you've been to? What one was your favorite? Do you think? You had to say.
Prague was pretty amazing. I mean, honestly, Edinburgh is consistently my favorite place in the world.
Yeah.
I really like the audiences. I love the city.
But Prague, I keep hearing about Prague because Prague wasn't destroyed by the war. Is that correct? And so they have like their.
Actually,
buildings and stuff.
I am ignorant to the history of Prague.
That's someone smarter than me told me that.
No, it wasn't destroyed by the war. I'm sure it was partially destroyed by the war. Or maybe they sold out. I don't know.
Yeah,
All I know is
Standing
that
in the rubble doing your show.
yep.
Talking about your house back home.
no, but it takes time to rebuild buildings.
It's not that different from the Syriacs. Just standing on a pile of rubble.
Go down to a show in Hastings. It's
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
There's a lot of clubs there actually.
Yep.
That's a pretty common
Every
thing.
time we keep hearing about it.
Yeah. that's-
I did actually. I'll tell you this. So this Croatia, it was a tour. It was like was called like London Laughs or something, and nobody on the show was British. It was a Canadian, American, and a Kiwi. There are three of us, and I'm like, why is this called London Laughs? It's like only one of us even lives in London. But we went to 4 cities in Croatia, and beautiful. I highly recommend going to Croatia. But the 4th show, okay, so there's this chain of department stores there. This is the most utilitarian communist block shit you've ever seen. It's like just a big box building. And I don't even think there were windows. And on the side of it, these huge red letters.
You must work for a window.
Windows are Western. Capitalist swine wants to see a bird. I am not making fun of the fine people of Croatia, nor do I know enough about the history to say the Eastern Bloc. I'm not even sure where the hell. I know it's on the Adriatic Sea. All I know is it's on the Adriatic Sea.
Tell me about the story.
Anyway, but the store is this great big gray building, and in big red letters, KONSUM, Konsum. And nothing makes sense. You go in there and it's just a pile of stuff. And so you got like eggs next to windshield wiper fluid, next to socks. And it's just like, what the fuck? Like
our back room.
Yeah. Well, there's some crazy stuff back there. I think I saw the Ark of the Covenant. And of course there's no elevator. And so I'm like, so I'm doing a show at Consume. They're like, yeah.
You did a show?
Yeah. They're like, yeah. I'm like, the show?
Next
like,
to the eggs.
I'm following my handler, I guess.
This week Dylan Reimer, next week meat.
It is special.
Yeah, I know. Dylan Reimer is the meat. Well, this is the guy who I say this in my act, but he's smoking in the car as we're driving, and I'm like, can you smoke everywhere? And he's like, yes. And I was like, you don't have any smoking bans in Croatia? He goes, in Croatia, we try smoking ban for a couple months, but nobody like. Like, oh, nobody like. Oh, I was smoking, I couldn't believe it. I haven't smoked a cigarette on stage since 1997. I was just like, I'm smoking on stage.
Yeah.
I was like right back to like 2 packs a day. But anyway, so I'm following this guy.
So you got booked at like the department store.
I got booked at the department store. But this is after playing like 2 theaters and like this really cool club in Zagreb, and it was just like, I'm a fucking rock star. And then night 4, department store.
Some lady's putting her eggs in her basket.
Oh yeah, no. And there's like the creepiest mannequins I've ever seen. And just like, I'm following this guy.
This mannequin have no arm like Solev.
That mannequin is based on my daughter. His mannequin model. It's just we put people in plastic and put clothes on them. Humannequins. Anyway, so we're following this guy, me and the Kiwi, great guy called Sully O'Sullivan, really funny Kiwi comedian, look him up. And I can't remember the American's name. We got into a bit of an argument about chemtrails. It was a whole thing. But anyway, so we're walking up the stairs, and floor 3, like okay, like why? This way, show is this way. I'm like, where? Like women's lingerie? Like where are we doing comedy? So then we get up to like the 6th floor, and then okay, where's the show? Right? It's just a bunch of junk. You know, there's bootleg DVDs over here and Gatorade. I'm like, where are we going? And then down a little weird hallway, and then like up onto the fucking roof. The roof. And I don't mean like they had a restaurant bar like indoors. It was on the roof. It looked like, now I'm dating myself, but it looked like MASH 4077, like military tent. Yeah. And they were just selling like warm beer out of a bucket. and then there's a stage.
They like goblet? Like goblet?
Yeah, it's just they have like a still, you know. Anyway, so then and the stage went right to the edge of the fucking roof.
If you're not,
and there was no safety anything. It was just like I walk over and I peer over the edge, and it's just like 60 feet down onto pavement. I'm like, and it's like kind of windy and stuff. I'm like, Like, what the fuck? And then I didn't get any laughs.
How many people were there?
Because nobody spoke fucking English.
How many people?
Oh, it's 20, 30.
Okay.
Sounds
like a Dakota
who's
show.
gonna go up 5 flights of stairs to see like a Kiwi and an American
So
and a
how many
Canadian?
people were there?
I had 25, maybe
25.
30.
Like nobody spoke English.
But it was out to, like they had like it was.
You must laugh or we punch.
It looked like maybe in the past it was where they sold plants. You know, like you go to like Rona or whatever, and there's the plant section that's kind of outside. It was like that, but up on the roof. And I if I had tripped, I would have tumbled and plummeted to my death.
Did you meet the guy who set it up, or like the owner
Oh,
of the
yeah.
venue, or like what were they thinking?
They're thinking, here's somewhere we can plug in a microphone and sell alcohol. You know, well we can't do it. You know, in Linand.
So what you're saying, I shouldn't complain about being between his pickleball
No.
court and what he's got going on at his club.
No, that's more annoying than falling to your death off of a Croatian
When you
rooftop.
hear the tick, 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 you gotta get up and you're like,
Well, you kind of time your jokes to a guy walks into a bar. So that's the most interesting.
That's
I mean, it wasn't necessarily the most beautiful, but you get
his grocery store.
you get asked that a lot. It's like, well, where's the weirdest place? And like, that's probably the weirdest place I heard of comedy.
we asked a guy on here a couple shows ago what the worst heckler he was. And he's like, me not so bad. My friend, he got killed. And we're like, who? Was that Michael?
Philippines, yeah, Michael said it.
Yeah, where was it at?
In the Philippines.
Yeah, and he's like, he make a religious joke, he get killed.
Oh God!
we're like, holy shit. Okay, well,
Yeah.
that's about the worst
Yeah,
thing
that's
you could
probably
get.
pretty
Yeah.
bad.
Dude,
Pretty
But
bad.
those are
but-
the places you think you could
Did
get.
anyone laugh?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know. We
They laughed.
We laugh here, but
they laughed their heads off.
yeah.
It's Manila.
He's like,
Manila.
That's the Riyadh Comedy Festival that
yeah.
you don't hear about.
yeah, it's like we're like, holy
So we.
I mean, I've heard of people getting shot on stage.
Oh yeah.
crazy.
Well, there was I'm not even sure if this is true, but it's an old like a comedy urban legend of a guy who had like a fake gun, no bullets, and he would like pull it out on stage. And he did it in like Texas or something, and I guess a good guy with a gun, like down he goes.
I wouldn't be surprised.
And then there's Tommy Cooper in the UK who suffered a massive cardiac arrest on stage. And this guy was a comedy legend, sold out theater. This guy is this guy was 30 years TV star.
Yeah.
And he's kind of goofy and nutty, and he just died of a heart attack on stage. And people thought he was joking.
People were waiting for the laugh.
No, they were laughing because they're like, oh, hey, he's just pretending to have a heart attack. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
And then, he's really committed to the bit. And then it was like a minute before anybody realized he was actually dead. I mean, that's
At his funeral, they're like, this guy's committed.
This guy's fucking. We're gonna put him in the ground. Are you sure, Tommy? No, I mean that's I think how many. That's how I dream of going out. Just dying on stage.
I'd die about some hot blonde riding me to death. but-
Yeah.
On stage.
Well, that'd be okay too. But have you had any really bad heckles or people or crowd?
I mean, there's the one I talk about. I've had. God, I can never answer that because the first 5 years of my career was one long heckle. And it's like it was just like looking like this.
Yeah, like,
I did a show in Vernon. Whoa! Don't mention Vernon in Kelowna. Where they were heckling me before I even got to the stage. Yeah, I can't remember the venue, but it's like a music venue. It's got like a really sort of high elevated stage, and like as I'm walking to the stage, the audience is already heckling me, like oh, Napoleon Dynamite or whatever. I used to have bigger hair. It's always I don't know. It's Prince Harry.
Yeah.
The weirdest heckle I got, my friend David Tasson is a very funny Canadian comedian, lives in the UK, but he does a show called The Drunken Heckle Show at the Edinburgh Fringe. And it's exactly what it sounds like, the Drunken Heckle Show. And the audiences are invited to heckle, but they do it in a very strangely organized and respectful way. Like you have to have a paddle. And,
Excuse me,
Yeah, no,
please.
that's exactly it. Like they raise a paddle and then you heckle me now. And
Your face looks like an orangutan's ass.
no,
Thank you,
that's
sir.
pretty good, does it? That's a good one.
Got the ginger. I work on Reddit.
Oh, Ginge,
My-
right. It's always the hair.
Yeah.
Nobody ever attacks my awful
My
personality
stepson's Reddit.
or my
I
buck
always
teeth.
work on his alpaca look. Yes, like
Yeah, I'm like it's a rangasa. In Australia, we're rangers. But no, it's always Prince Harry. And I'm like, oh, you mean the charming, good-looking,
rich.
rich? It's like, you know, you got any other redheaded? Like, hey, Jeffrey Jones was a pedo. You never say Jeffrey Jones. Anyway, whatever. I know all the redheaded pedos. But no, yeah, people heckle. And one guy, for some reason, he came back twice. Because I did this Drunken Heckle show twice. Both times he's like, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh.
And I'm like, do you mean Alec Guinness or Ewan McGregor? He's like, yeah, Ewan McGregor. I'm like, oh, what a horrible insult.
Oh, so
I look like one of the handsomest, most charming actors on the planet, and also one of the most iconic characters of my favorite film franchise.
I think a lot of the people don't think it through. They just they just want to be part of the show.
I mean, say Jar Jar. Or the Sarlacc pit. I don't know, whatever. Like, you could do better than fucking. I could never figure out why he kept calling me Obi-Wan Kenobi. Like, and he was convinced it was a sick burn. He was just like, ha ha.
Yeah, it's not.
You look like Ewan McGregor. Like, oh. No. Like, do you know who this guy is?
I
Like,
won't sleep tonight.
Yeah.
God, no. I'm going to go hit on women immediately. Do I really? You think I'm that handsome?
Nobody's ever accused you of being good looking at it.
Not yet.
No.
It'll happen.
It'll
I got
happen one
time.
day. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you haven't any blind people in there yet.
Yeah, I haven't one.
Well, you got like a
Just woke up in the morning.
exhausted rock, like an exhausted rock star.
Perfect.
He's got the Rutland crack.
You know, you ever see Love and, you ever see Love and Mercy? You get kind of like a Brian Wilson.
Oh yeah, I did.
In his later years.
Yeah, right before he died. Yeah. No, that makes sense.
No, when he never left the basement.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm getting real Brian Wilson off of you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I get Jack Black.
He's mad.
Jack Black. No, you're that guy from Game of Thrones.
Which one?
Samwise.
Oh.
Samwell? Yeah, you look like that Samwell
When I
guy.
have the beard go out a lot, and I get the Jack Black. We were in Disneyland one time, and this whole Asian family came up. Jack Black. I'm like, fuck, I'm not Jack Black. I'm not
crazy.
Jack Black. And they wanted their picture, and I'm like,
You go like
Katie
that?
was just fucking howling, and I'm like, sure, whatever.
I'm not Jack Black. Yeah.
Jack Black just bombing around at the theme park, whatever.
I used to get Hugh Grant all the time.
Yeah, I could see that.
I can't.
Yeah.
But there was a waitress at my local bar. This is like 20 years ago when I was younger and had long hair. I was like, I guess Hugh Grant. And then at the airport, he looked like Huge Grant. I'm like, why do people keep saying I look like Hugh Grant? I mean, I'll take it.
Yeah, it's
why
not a
not?
bad one.
No, I like Hugh Grant.
We're at like 32-minute
we're-
mark. This is when we usually go.
Yeah.
We pump Dave's book.
Let's
Nobody has
pump it up.
Have you heard of this book?
I have now.
You have now?
Yeah.
Another non-reader. If you're
Yeah.
keeping track at home, we've had one reader out of every
I've been trying to read more this year. I literally just finished reading The Diary of Anne Frank.
There you go.
And Dave wants me to read this
This
next.
is the diarrhea of Dave.
How Frank.
It is choose your own adventure.
Yeah.
There's some funny stuff.
I
in
love
here,
that idea.
Some stuff where you're like, what the fuck?
That'll be good.
But we always want to know.
Yeah. If you had to kill me, and you had to get away with
If
it.
I had to.
Yeah.
Gotta
if you're
kill
gonna
him.
kill me and you had to get away with it, think about you have to get away with it. What would you do?
And I had to get it. Oh, I guess I'd eat you.
There you go.
That's pretty good.
I think I would send you to the middle of the jungle.
Ooh, okay.
Some island, South America.
Yeah.
But,
To tell jokes.
no, I pushed you off the roof of Consume.
Yeah.
That's-
I've got a $25 gig for you.
Yeah.
Come do this. Yeah.
They would cover it up.
Yeah. I just make sure to like grease your heels or something when you weren't looking. Hey, get on up, buddy. You're the opening act.
Yeah.
Headline set from Canada's Dave Kopp. Yep.
There you go.
Yes, I would see to it. No, I would slant the stage
Oh,
and then
slide
lube it and put marbles and stuff.
That's pretty good.
That's
Yeah.
yeah.
They would find you flattened in the streets of Croatia.
And they probably wouldn't care at all, so you'd
No,
just
they
be
wouldn't.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and be sure to film it
Yeah.
and sell it on the dark
Just put
web.
a pylon next to me for like a half hour.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
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 No, we did our part.
I think that'd be a very entertaining way to watch you die.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, it's better than like in bed, wheezing, sad, boring.
We've had some crazy ones.
Oh, and then I'd have like feral dogs and cats eat your corpse.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
I love animals.
You always ask this?
Yep.
Sooner or later, someone's going to be right. Like
Yeah, well, that's what we're planning.
when you die.
He's just looking for
They're
the,
gonna go
for
back and be
ideas.
like, "Well, these guys talked about this."
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
just looking
Yeah.
for ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, whoever actually does pick the way that you die should win something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
should.
they get to take over Dakota.
they get the book.
They got to book all the new actors.
There you go.
They got to sit there and pull their hair out.
Yeah, before
And,
lots of fun.
Yeah.
Lure people to the back room. Please come to my show.
Well, that's perfect. Thank you for being on the podcast.
Thank you for having me,
Hold on,
guys.
one last second. Pump, what shows did you have again coming up?
Oh, hey, great. Actually, I have my own podcast in Vancouver that I do every 2 weeks. I used to work in a famous video store in Vancouver called Black Dog Video. Black Dog Video is no longer in business, but our podcast is still going. So it's the Black Dog Video After Dark podcast. Our Halloween special is coming up where we talk about Invasion of the Body Snatchers, 1978, fantastic fucking movie. I will be doing, if you're in the Ottawa area, I'll be at Absolute Comedy from October 16th through 26th. And on November 15th at China Cloud in Vancouver, I'll be recording my new album, Blunderbuss. So get your tickets and the links and all the stuff if you guys do that.
Awesome.
Do you do the things?
Yeah, hang on.
We'll get some stuff up there. We're not that technical yet. We've
just
got
started.
thousands of people that work in the background. You've
Yeah.
seen all our texts there earlier.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so you just
Yeah, one of them slipped me a little note. Help me.
Yeah. So we'll work on it. Thank you very much, guys. We appreciate it.
Thanks so much
Hope
for
you had
having
fun.
Can I have one of these books?
Yeah, we'd like to have you back. Here you go.
Yeah.
We'll go there. And
It was worth coming to Kelowna.
There you go. Thank you very much. See you guys.
I'm gonna start reading this right now.
Yeah.